Hey, it's Dave O'Neill here. Just before we get started on the podcast, I want to let everyone know in Western Australia, I am coming to do a tour of the regions. 20th of August, Bunbury Regional Entertainment Centre with the great Brad Oakes, me and Brad. 20th of August, I think it's a Wednesday. Thursday, the Don Russell Performing Arts Centre, that's in the Gosnells with Brad Oakes. Then I go up to Broome on the Friday night, 22nd of August, Broome Civic Centre. And then Saturday back down to Mandurah Performing Arts Centre with Brad Oakes. That's a Saturday night in Mandurah, 23rd of August. And 24th of August, Sunday night, in the Goldfields Arts Centre in Kalgoorlie. So that'll be a fun tour. If you're in WA, get along, come up and say hello. Always good to meet some pod fans. Okay, on with the show.
No, it's good to have one hand off the wheel holding a microphone.
Hello and welcome to the debrief. It's Dave O'Neill here, back from overseas with someone else who's just back from overseas, Des Dowling.
Hi Dave, I'd like to say I was touring the world selling out major venues, but I was travelling with the family, so...
Same here.
I know. We're back to reality now, driving to Lake Bolac on a Thursday night to do a gig at a pub.
And what's the gig for?
I think it's like a mental health type, cheer everyone up night put on by local council.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've done these before.
It's a beautiful sunset.
Isn't it? But this is a very windy road.
Yeah, I know. I probably shouldn't be concentrating.
Holding a mic. Oh, well, and how was your overseas trip? You went to Canada, didn't you?
Canada. Basically, a bit in LA and then over to Canada. It was good, Travelled the kids. Very expensive, as I'll tell anyone who'll listen.
You got three kids like me. It's so expensive.
Yeah. No, they're a good age. They're teenagers and two teenagers and a 10-year-old. So they're at a good age where they sort of enjoy it, but aren't too much of a pain. You're not picking them up and carrying them through the airport.
No, you see that and you're like, don't travel with little kids.
No.
What's the point? We were in Paris, Des. Paris.
Oh, of course you were.
And I was walking past, there was an American family with 3 little girls, and the guy's going, the oldest one will remember this. Maybe that one. I'm thinking, fucking, it's 6, 4, and 2. No one's remembering anything, buddy. Take yourself and your Chicago Bulls singlet and go home. I do love the Americans were just making the Australians look good in Paris and places like that. You know what I noticed? The women make a bit of an effort. The men, it's all Chicago Bulls t-shirts and cargo shorts.
I know, but last time we were over there, Paddy was only really little, and he said, "What's with all the Chicago Bulls shirts?" He couldn't.
There must be other basketball teams. Why does everyone wear Chicago Bulls?
Oh, well, they do. They're brilliant
They're
marketing.
the Collingwood of
the
NBA.
Jordan played there, so
yeah.
No, it was good. We spent time in LA, and we were there while the so-called riots were on, which were,
they're very restricted to one area.
I tell you, nothing compared to a CFMEU rally or a COVID rally in Melbourne.
No,
it was a few people at the lights throwing rocks at the immigration workers' cars, the people driving around picking up detainees. It was very tame, but I think Trump was just flexing a bit of muscle to show off. So,
did I see a protest? No. Japan, there was elections, actually. I was in Japan. They had council elections, but their kind of protesting is very organised and civil. They've got very well-written signs in Japan.
They would have.
That's not handwritten. They must print them out.
Some sort of calligraphy.
Yeah, they must print them out beforehand. I've been in Japan before, and then these guys turned up in a van and jumped out with the signs, and I said to a woman we were with who spoke Japanese, she said they're like right-wing people, but they're still very orderly.
Very polite. When my mother was a kindergarten assistant, and they were cutting funding or something, and all the kindergarten workers were going to gather in Shepparton, I think, and have a protest. And my brother was a journalist and said, "Well, what time are you protesting? We'll come down and cover it." And my mother said, "Oh, we don't want anyone to know." She didn't want to cause a fuss.
That's so
She just wanted to
funny.
go and...
Yes.
So
no, that's not the idea of
yeah,
protest.
she didn't really get the idea of
gotta-
militant
Militant
uprising.
unionism. Come
Yeah,
on.
no.
What's your mum's name?
Marge. She
I've
didn't
met-
want to
I've
be
met
too much
Marge.
trouble.
Come on, Marge. Get into it. Well, my dad was a union leader, but I don't know if they ever went on strike in the Fitting and Turning Machining Teachers Association.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if
think,
they ever
but
had strike action.
But I think in those days, they probably when they had legitimate claims, they did something. Now it always seems to be safety issues on a building site, and everyone walks out. Which
My granddad was a wharfie, and he went on strike for 11 years.
what?
Yeah.
11 years.
Yeah, it's a famous thing. The wharfies went out for 11 years. I looked it up.
I think that's called being unemployed.
Yeah, I
isn't
know,
it? I don't think you're still.
Pretty sure he just didn't like going to work, Herbert.
Yeah.
He was
Herbert O'Neill.
Herbert Thompson, because
No.
O'Neill's dad's name.
Yeah.
His mum's dad.
And what were
Herb.
they going out on?
I don't know, but that's what they made. There was a movie made about. There was a character based on Granddad called Snowy, because he had white hair. They used to call him Snowy,
Oh.
and he was a bit of a character, Herbert.
Well, I marvelled when we were in Canada. Where were we? Port Stanley, this tiny little bridge over the inlet that raises up so boats can go in.
Oh,
And
wow.
like 7 men were killed, or it might have been 8 men were killed in the making of it. And I always remember, do you know how many people were killed making the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the days when there were no harnesses and people walked over it just free forming? You know, they climbed hand over hand. It took 16 years. How many people do you think died on it?
7?
16.
Wow.
Which I think is not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
In days of no health and safety.
I imagine now there'd be so much high-vis and witches' hats. You couldn't move.
And look, I'd probably find out I read something wrong, but that was what I read.
Well, the Westgate, that fell down, though.
Well,
that
that's
building.
it. There was
Killed
a huge
11
amount
people?
of-
Something
Yep.
like that? More than that, maybe?
Yep. There was a hell of a lot killed on that.
Yeah.
Is
We
that
keep going.
1.3 or 13 Ks we turn left? I can't.
13 Ks, Des.
No,
I've
I
got...
think
See, you're like you're a bit younger than me, aren't you?
Yes.
And you don't have glasses.
I don't have glasses.
That's incredible you don't have glasses.
I know. I'm just going to hold out for as long as I can. I don't really... Little bit of soft... Like, I can read all that fine. I'm just trying to hold your microphone and hold one hand on the steering wheel. And I did ask you, what happened to your clip-on microphone?
I don't know what happened to them. I've got to get new ones. I've got to revamp the whole debrief thing, because I'm a bit behind times. But
I'll be going on strike for 11 years because of health and safety.
Yeah. I've been busy, overseas, and
Now you're back. Have you got plenty of gigs on? Or?
oh yeah, this weekend, but next weekend no. But then I'm doing a Perth tour. If you're in Perth, come along and see me and Oaksy in the Gosnells. We're doing Mandurah. I'm doing Kalgoorlie and Broome by myself. And Bunbury. Oaksy's doing Bunbury with me.
Oh, you're heading up to Broome?
Yeah, going to Broome. So I'm just doing all the, the council theatres. I don't know how they're selling. Well, I've had a look, but you can't... Sometimes you can see how they're selling and they're not, but Kalgoorlie's struggling, but... I'll still turn up and do it, Des. If they're paying me, I'll be there.
How did you find your travel? Were all your bag... Because we flew budget airlines from LA to Canada and back again, and across Canada. So we had 3 flights on WestJet, which everyone said was like Jetstar. And if I was WestJet, I'd be distancing themselves from Jetstar because they were pretty good.
Yeah, we did EasyJet. So we did EasyJet from Gatwick to Biarritz, where we met my twin brother Glenn. Biarritz is on the French coast.
Of course it is.
Coast near San Sebastian in Spain.
Take your word for it.
So the Atlantic coast, beautiful. And that was fine.
Yeah.
Except, so you get to the airport, right? In Gatwick. Gatwick's like going to Ballarat, from Melbourne to Ballarat. It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It was incredibly far away. You get to the airport, and you're like, it says the plane's been delayed by 2 hours.
Oh.
So originally it was taken off at 11 o'clock. Now it's taken off at 1. Okay, cool. We go sit in this restaurant. Then you look at the board, go to gate, plane's taking off at 11. And so we run to this gate, which is miles away, and we just get on the plane. It was like bizarre.
Every one of our flights was pretty well on time. They did muck us around. They changed our flights and tried to put our 10-year-old on another flight. So I forgot about that. I was tempted just to see how he'd go.
Yeah.
But
see how Patrick goes. Yeah,
But-
then we flew home via Doha on Qatar, which was okay, but it's just a terribly long flight.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is to break it up with a stay over if you can. But
Yeah, but I
you just like to get over and done with.
well, I had the 13-year-old next to me who climbed over me about 8 times during the nighttime bit, every time telling me how much she was hating it and how she couldn't sleep. So every
Yeah.
time I just nodded off, I'd get
Yeah.
berated.
On the way back from Doha to Melbourne, which is like 12 or 13 hours,
Yeah.
Kieran gets the aisle seat, so I get the middle seat next to a large woman who was, I don't know, I didn't use the armrest at all, and she was just, I had to like sit there with her elbow in my sort of stomach because she's a big woman, and then she started speaking to me in a language I couldn't understand. Like about 10 hours in, she goes to me, "Hola, I'm like, sorry, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. I couldn't work out what Kieran thought it might be Greek, but I couldn't work out.
Well, I went on the world's 6th largest roller coaster. Oh my God!
God, you're brave. I wouldn't do that.
Well, I'm stupid because the minute I was started, I thought,
hate
I don't
that.
mind the up and down. It's the nausea. So I was
it's awful.
I had nausea for the rest
No,
of the
thank
day.
you.
And my fast pass, which we spend a fortune on, became irrelevant.
Yes.
Because I did a fast pass, all right. I just walked past every other ride for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah, no. We went to Tivoli Gardens in Denmark, which is this amazing old school amusement park, which Walt Disney got all these ideas for Disneyland from.
Oh.
So it's very beautiful and old school, but they had roller coasters, and the kids like, oh, yeah, this. I'm like, I'm not going on any. So they didn't go. I don't think they went on any, actually, in the end.
Well, you realise this was Canada's Wonderland, and you realise the only people going on rides are between about 10 and 20.
Yeah, young
That
people.
you see, there's no old people. I was the oldest person on that by about 30 years, I reckon.
The only thing I did do with the kids, we went into the haunted house.
No, yeah, was that scary?
Well, scary in a Scandinavian way. There were just drama students dressed up as ghosts that would come out and like dance
Nice.
and put their hand on you, and people would scream. But it was pretty funny. That's funny because Kieran, last time we went, she sat next to someone she labelled Rhonda the racist, and Kieran had her headphones on, her eye mask on, listening to something, and Rhonda just tapped her on the shoulder, excuse me, to talk to her for the whole flight about Indians or whatever. And Kieran's like, where's your husband? And she pointed about 8 aisles. He's over there somewhere. The husband had obviously just got rid of Rhonda the racist.
Yeah.
But to be fair to Rhonda, she was involved in a terrorist attack.
I thought you were going to say she made some good points.
Rhonda was in the Egyptian terrorist attack.
Oh, wow.
Where they went to, I think it was,
that famous tourist site.
yeah, in the Luxor. I think it was Luxor.
Sweet.
And they were on the buses. The Islamic terrorists were machine gunning the buses. She was on the bus.
Well, sounds like Rhonda might need a little bit of trauma counselling rather than...
We still talk about Rhonda the racist.
Did she open with that, or did she bury the lead?
Look, Kieran had a long chat to us.
I told the kids I'd give them financial incentives to make small talk with people they wouldn't normally talk to.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And I think I won because we were sitting there at LA the last night we were flying out, and this, Pedro off Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah.
It looked like he would look now, 20 years later.
Yeah,
and he had his high vis,
Vote for Pedro.
his 3 Tupperware containers, and he was just opening all his dinner, like having this lovely...
Was he a worker there?
Yeah, he's a worker at the airport. Anyway, we got chatting to him. He's from El Salvador, which I don't think I've ever met anyone from El Salvador.
He's worried about ice, probably.
No, he's just a lovely guy. Just
he's
saying
worried
how
about
he's
ice.
been out here about 7 years. Oh, being run out
Talking
of...
to the workers is always really interesting. Really good.
Yes, good for them just to...
Well, we left. My oldest son is in Austria.
Oh,
So
you've left him there.
The Greens member, the socialist. So he went to London to Karl Marx's grave, as you do, and met a woman there. Now,
What? Hang on. Backtrack on this. So he's a woman he'd never met. He's stayed with.
No, he's not staying with. No, she's Austrian. And she's got a boyfriend, I think. And so he's gone to Austria because he's going on a tour. We made him book a tour because he's like, oh, I'm just going to go to the Balkans and to Serbia and Croatia. I'm like, Mate, you would get off the railway station.
Join some sort of militant.
Yeah. But he'd get off the railway station with a target on his head. Like, that guy, that gangly Aussie, naive youth. So he's going on a tour, but he's in Austria now at a hostel and he's having a good time. But I think the Karl Marx woman is in Germany, or I don't think she's...
But was there a romantic inclination?
No, it wasn't romantic. They went to the pub and stuff and they went on another tour together, but he's quite friendly, Jasper. He'll talk to anyone. He's good like that.
That's a good thing when they can do that.
But he's worried about he's going on an Intrepid tour and he's like, they're all going to be old people like you guys.
Yeah, that is.
Who else would go on an Intrepid tour of former communist countries? People like you, mate. Might be all right. Beaufort. I've done gigs in Beaufort.
We should wind it up and start to prepare mentally because...
I like Bolac. Work out who's going to go on first.
It's in the pub. It's in the pub.
And she said...
They did sound a bit like they weren't that sure on how it was going to work with the general public and anyone who wanted to go to the comedy, and they could be just eating counter meals. So...
Basically, we could be ruining someone's Thursday night in bloody Lake Bolac.
And giving some kids...
There's some fat guy there with a mic. What's he doing? Is he doing balloon animals?
So we'll see how we go.
It'll be all right.
Let's as the great Dave Hughes says, you got expectations,
Mate, no.
lower them.
As he once said to me, put your feet on the stage. There probably won't be a stage, and they have to pay you. They have to pay you, even though they've already paid us, haven't they?
Yeah,
there we go. Fair call.
I think the money's in the bank.
Mate, I'll just get up and abuse them.
I'm a bit worried why it says 7:15 when it said 5 to 7 before we were going to get there. So
I'm an international comic now. I've done gigs in Tokyo and London, so I'm all across it.
I cracked a couple of gags in the hire car for the kids, but that was about all the performing I did.
You were there at Yuck Yucks in Canada?
Yeah, I've done a Yuck Yucks.
Yeah, well, there you go.
We went to, just quickly, to Niagara Falls. That was...
I'd
been there once before. Oh, yeah, amazing.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny those things. See, we went to the Tower of London, and Kieran's like, I don't want to go. It's a tourist trap. Tower of London was great.
Yeah.
Because it's the original castle.
Yeah.
That's where the royalty used to live.
Yeah.
And you can walk on the walls of where, the old castle walls, and then the ravens are there.
Oh, wow.
They've kept ravens there for, centuries, and they just sit there staring at you. They're amazing-looking creatures, just like... What amazed me was, so then they've got a raven enclosure, and some are allowed out of the cages and some aren't, right? Because some are a bit too feisty.
Oh, what?
And the ones that are allowed...
Because they're just crows, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're like big-looking, sick crows, sick-looking dudes. And the ones that are allowed out seem to sit on top of the cages of the ones who aren't. They must annoy the ones that aren't allowed out. Like, look at you fuckers. You get to fly around and stuff.
Well, yeah, but they're already angry, the ones they keep in, so...
Why is Keith allowed out and I'm stuck in this cage? Anyway, all great observations.
All right,
trips. Keep listening, but we'll let you know how the gig goes.
Get your foot on the stage, you get paid, you got expectations.
You get paid!
Lower them.
Mate, I'm in Dublin doing 3 gigs a night. Come on, because Hughesy was in London when I was there. Come over to Dublin. I'm like to my wife, Hughesy's doing 3 gigs a night. She's like, oh, yeah. What's Holly say? I said, oh, Holly's pissed off. Yeah. Yeah, the kids are going on a ghost tour with Holly. I can't make it. I've got to do 3 gigs in Dublin. Anyway, he was killing it, mate. He was killing it.
All right, 66Ks.
All right, here we go. All right, we're back on the debrief. We did the Lake Bolac Farmers. No, how was it, Des?
It was very good, Dave. No, we've just got to mention, after we switched off on the pre-gig chat, we went down a series of back roads because we got a little bit flummoxed in where...
A bit lost.
It's about the 4th time we've got lost going somewhere, you and I.
Oh, we're terrible.
We don't have a good track record,
No, we're terrible navigators, but it
we're
was...
terrible, Muriel.
It was a classic old school pub.
Yes. And old school people.
Oh, they were older, but gee, they were great. It was great. Wayno said he was a grave digger. He's not really, but he said he was.
Yeah.
Then we had the 2 big guys sitting in the front in their jumpers, and they were a gay couple.
Yeah.
An older gay couple. One was an opera singer. Malcolm and Peter, I think.
It was just... but the people in the pub knew... Someone said they had a bit of a theatre background, so they knew how to set up a PA.
That was great.
They had the room, and we went in fearing the worst, and came out with...
triumphant, Des.
We were triumphant, Dave.
Triumphant.
You went on first and assured me that
yeah.
you'd go first and then you wouldn't talk to many people so I could have a chat to them after. And then you proceeded to talk to, I would say 80% of the audience.
No, I didn't. I talked to Wayno. I talked to the The jumper boys weren't giving me much, and then David the farmer.
Yeah.
They weren't actually giving me that much.
You're right. They weren't
just used
big
to balance.
talkers.
And then, a teacher.
Yes.
A few young people who wouldn't talk to me.
No, but you did very well. I think we hit. It was a good hit out after our holidays.
Yeah, it was great. I did a few new jokes. You've got some new stuff.
Yeah, I did a few newies, but no, they were just that lovely country crowd. Very appreciative of you being there and the food you ate there.
Oh,
Dave.
man.
How was it?
I had a curry. It was beautiful. So if you're ever in the Lake Bolac area, they've got an Indian chef. She was telling me, a young woman, and her curry was exceptional.
And just watching what they were bringing out, culinary delight.
Well, I was going to go to the Parmesan, and then I saw the curry and went, I've put on weight overseas, and a curry is probably a better option, Des.
Yes.
For a fat man. But an even better option is not to eat at all. But, like you, who did I do a gig with the other night and said, yeah, Des, sorry, he never has a meal. Never has a meal. Yeah.
No. Well,
you're known in the industry now for not having meals, Des.
Well, you do a lot of...
Well, Eddie McGuire told me that's how he got fat, eating function food.
Well, yeah, when you do corporates and there's steak and then a nice entree, desserts, and you just...
And it always tastes good because it's got so much oil, salt, butter, sugar.
Got all the... It's either one or the other with me, and I do like... Although I did a gig the other day for the Sanctuary Lakes Golf Club, and they brought out fish. Barramundi went, okay, I'll have the fish. I feel hungry tonight. Then they brought out the lemon meringue tart.
Oh, I love it.
And I cracked. And I ate that.
Man.
Well, I was embarrassed then because nearly every other person didn't get through the whole tart. They sent part of it back. I demolished mine like...
What were you doing? Is that the one in Queensland?
No, I always think the same thing.
Sanctuary Lakes where Frank Sinatra sang?
No, it's...
Sanctuary Cove.
Sanctuary Cove. Sanctuary Lakes is near...
Yarrawonga.
No, it's cross over the Westgate, possibly the hardest road to negotiate. Then you're in... I keep going to say Port Melbourne, but it's not.
No, isn't it Williamstown or somewhere?
Yeah, keep going. No,
it's Altona.
Altona sort of area.
It's not an easy gig, that Sanctuary Lakes.
But it was good. They were a good crew that night, so I rewarded myself with a lemon meringue tart.
Yum.
Point Cook.
That's right. I don't know if I have done that. Golf clubs are notoriously hard work, I think.
I think golf days, which you're doing one in Griffith for me in a couple of months, Dave, they can be hard if everyone's tired and everything drags
and they've been playing
out.
golf all day.
Yeah. But if they're a little bit pissed, it can be great as well. The Griffith one you'll love. They are a good crew.
Well, I love Griffith, you know.
It's a fair drive, though, Dave. You can fly if you want.
Now, if it's Griffith, I assume they're going to pay me into the brown paper bag.
They're paying you in mandarins, apparently.
Marijuana.
And oranges.
Top banana.
No, it was good, Dave. It was good. I think we pulled it off despite the shaky start getting there.
Well, yeah, we've got a bad record when it comes to...
Well, this is the area we were in last time when you got one of your little go-go mobiles that you hire off the street and then had no petrol in it. We're going to, in the middle of winter, going to have to cuddle up to survive.
That was bad.
But thank you for coming out, Dave. Did a good job.
Well, I'm just back from overseas. Let's be honest, I need the money. England was so expensive. Was Canada expensive?
Yes, let's not talk about that.
Oh, I'll go for lunch. It's $200 for lunch.
No. Yes. My son and I went and saw the F1 movie. It cost $28 American. My wife and the two girls got their nails done. It was $200 American.
Jeez.
I know who did the best. Who did the best for the finances?
F1 movie like?
Very good. Yeah. It's just well made. I mean, a bit predictable, but Brad Pitt's he's a movie star. He's very watchable, no matter what he's doing.
What did you do on the plane, Des? What is your strategy on the plane? I had a few things lined up on the iPad. I think I watched a few movies that I hadn't seen on... We flew Air New Zealand. Just choice, bro.
Yeah, but still, remember when you would get a quite nice hot meal flying Melbourne to Sydney or Melbourne, Brisbane? Like,
not
the food, in the old days, the food was better on a short term than it is even internationally now.
Yeah.
The trick is, the kids get their meal first, and it's usually exactly what the adults are getting anyway. So I ate half of Patrick's most times. But,
what?
Yeah.
What movies did you watch?
I knew you'd ask me that. And
I'll tell you what I watched. I watched a lot on the way back. I watched Pitch Perfect 2. Never seen Pitch Perfect.
With Rebel.
Your friend Rebel Wilson, you've worked with her.
She.
I did a scene with her on Fat Pizza where I thought she was real. I thought her portrayal was Tula was a real thing, which she took as a great compliment. I honestly thought she was like the real deal.
Oh, wow.
And then she started sort of speaking in a posh voice. Like, what happened to Tula?
Well, she's having a bit of trouble with her latest. One of her films is mired in defamations and lawsuits, and yeah.
Well, I hope you bought her book, where she probably mentioned you, but it's all been blacked out in text stuff. No, she's good in...
what is it, not redacted, was
Pitch
it?
Perfect 2.
Yeah.
How bizarre is this? I was in London watching... So you're in Airbnb, and the kids called it Crampedville, because it was a bit cramped. Like 2 or 3 levels, and you're all cramped up. And
yeah.
But they had a good TV, and they had like BBC iPlayer or something. And I was watching this show that Lenny Henry does, where he just goes around and interviews old comedians. And he interviewed Alexi Sale,
oh, wow.
who I love. And I've met Alexi Sale. And he said one of his favourite movies is Pitch Perfect and Pitch Perfect 2.
Wow.
And so I watched it, and he's right. It's like a very well-made teen kind of...
Yeah, and
your kids would like it. It's got a lot of music.
Good. Yeah, actually, we haven't watched...
Well, I only watched the second one, but anyway. Then the next night, I put on Lenny Henry again, Paul Whitehouse from The Fast Show.
Oh, yeah.
Suits you, sir. Suits you, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, the next day, we've got to go to France. My wife goes, I've got time to get a coffee. I said, go down to the local coffee shop. So there's Paul's, there's Gail's, and there's Greg's. And I've come up with a joke, which I didn't do in England, but I want to. I'm going to go, kids are a bit disappointed. They've turned up and found out that I named them after my 3 favourite bakeries, Paul, Greg, and Gail. Tell you what, when Tesco gets here, he's going to be disappointed too. Anyway, that's my joke. Is for the British crowd. Is it?
I
was lying in bed last night thinking of all of them. What about when? What's the other one? There's another one. My twins turn up. What is it called? M&S. Marks and Spencer. When Mark and Spencer get here, they're going to be really pissed off. Anyway, so my wife comes back from the local coffee shop. She goes, "You won't believe this. Paul Whitehouse is there." Like, she goes, "Don't hassle him." I'm like, "Fuck that!" So I ran down there. He's sitting at the front eating his yogurt, and because I love Paul Whitehouse, so people don't know, he was the star of the Fast Show.
Yes, and I reckon he's got that sort of angular face.
He's very skinny.
Yes, I know.
And he was great. He did he did several characters on the Fast Show. He was one of the main, and he did the show with Harry Enfield, which we didn't really get here.
Was the Fast Show the one where they had the guy nude and were pretending he had a suit on? They were all talking as if he had a suit on.
No.
It looks really good.
That's Big Train, I reckon.
Yes. I think
the Fast Show was a bit more commercial,
yeah.
And all it was really quick sketches with catchphrases.
Yeah.
So Paul Whitehouse played the tailor who would go, "Oh, suits you, sir, suits you, sir," and would rub his hands over the guy's body. He goes, "Oh, look at that, suits you, sir." And he also did the young guy walking along in a beanie going, "Everything's brilliant." I said, "Look, grass is brilliant. The sky's brilliant." Yeah, and he also did the I was very, very drunk. So the rich guy, he would tell a story and say, "I was in Africa and I shot this elephant. Then again, I was very, very drunk."
So,
anyway, he's sitting outside having his yogurt.
There? Yep.
And I go up to him. It's like 8 a.m. I go, "Paul Whitehouse." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "I was just watching you on TV last night on the Lenny Henry show." He goes, "Oh yeah." I go, "Yeah, I'll start stuttering. I'm a comic from Australia." He goes, "Oh, are ya?" And then he sparked up a bit.
Yeah.
He goes, "What's your name?" I said, "Dave." He goes, "I'll keep my ad for you." I said, "Oh, don't worry about that, but I've been a big fan of yours." And he's like, "Oh, you a stand-up?" I went, "Yeah, I'm a stand-up." And
good.
Then we had a chat, and I said, "I love the Fast Show. because he's been touring Only Fools and Horses. Do you remember Only Fools and Horses?
Yes, voted
so
he's number one sitcom.
Yeah, he's written a live show where he plays the granddad. And he said, we just finished filming it regionally. So, touring it regionally, sorry.
Well, I told you when we were driving years ago, my friends in Sydney, we went down to they live there, and I visited them, and we were in the car driving down a back street in Paddington. Yeah. And we went around a roundabout.
Yeah.
Into those really tight little streets, and there was a guy standing on the roundabout, and I said, that guy looks exactly like Robin Williams, and it was.
Fuck, it was.
Yeah, it was, and it was outside an antique shop, one of those little hole in the wall, and we went to the next roundabout and came back, and he'd gone into the antique shop. And
should have gone in
no, I thought, God, that...
He'd be... I interviewed him on the radio once. He was very friendly, just on the phone.
Yeah.
Because he was like, Kate me, Hughesy, and Kate Langbrook were doing Nova, and we interviewed him, and then Kate goes to him, hey, Robin, these two guys are stand-up comedians. And Robin was like, oh, wow. Are you doing stand-up at the moment? We're like, yeah. And he goes, are you doing new stuff, boys? We're like, yeah. So he was very nice.
Yeah.
You know, every time I go overseas, I see at least one celebrity in London or... Who did I see last time? I can't... Kieran saw Bob Geldof in the street.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the street. And
it's funny, isn't it? Yeah.
when we were in Ireland, we walked past an art gallery, The Edge was in there,
Well,
wearing his trademark beanie, and he smiled at us when we waved at him.
but it could have been anyway. You've got
It was
to go.
The
When I
Edge.
got a goatee beard,
Nah,
I look like
mate,
the
it was The Edge.
and a beanie.
It was him, mate. He had the guitar and everything.
Oh, now we keep
What the
going.
hell's
here.
going on
No,
here?
we turned onto this road.
Oh,
remember,
this is a nightmare.
on the way back, but we just keep going. Don't
No, we keep going, mate.
Yep.
Do not get off this road until the traffic lights, Jan said. And then the other time I went to LA, it was we went to this restaurant called Spargo's, which is sort of old Hollywood.
Yep.
And the bellhop of the the porter at the hotel's like, oh man, don't go to Spargo's. I saw yesterday. There'll be no one there. So anyway, we go there, me, Hughesy, and Kate, and Sasha, producer. Yeah. And I sit down, I go to the waiter, hey mate, any celebrities here? We're from Australia. And he goes, well, don't stare, but just behind you in that booth, not one but two Captain Kirks are having dinner with their wives. And it was...
Shatner.
Yeah, and the other one, the bald guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
And then Jackie Collins walked in with Sidney Poitier, and everyone started clapping.
What?
And then Hughesy kept seeing celebrities that weren't even there. That's the girl from Angel. That's John Ritter. It's not John Ritter. It's just a bloke with glasses.
My brother was in LA, and they were in the hotel spa, sitting out at the pool while his kids played in the pool. And he's chatting to this guy and goes, what do you do, mate? And the guy said, oh, I'm an actor. And he goes, anything I might have seen, very, very Australian.
Yeah.
And the bloke goes, oh, yeah, The English Patient. And it was Naveen Andrews, or whatever his name is.
Not Ray Fiennes.
No, Ralph Fiennes. No, it was Naveen Andrews. Haven't seen much of it. Then he was in Lost, I think, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
The black curly ringlets of hair.
I love The English Patient. I love the bit when the plane crashes and they go into that cave and she's lying there injured. The guy goes, I'm going to go get... She goes, are you going to come back for me? He's like, yeah, eventually. Comes back about 6 months later, she's a skeleton. Not his fault.
Anyway, we didn't see anyone famous when we were overseas.
No Canadians. No, Mike, what's his name from Wayne's World? He's a Canadian.
It's a lot of very tall people. I kept thinking...
they're big, aren't they, Canadians?
I know. I took... Paddy wanted to see Lionel Messi play, and he was
he playing?
He played for Inter Miami.
Really?
Yep, Beckham's team. They played not Vancouver, Montreal. So he paid for his own ticket, and we drove up there, and I paid for mine. Stayed in a hotel, and it was a hilarious game.
So Messi played?
Messi kicked an unbelievable goal. He kicked another one. He should have kicked another one, but he gave it away. Then he kicked one, and they called it offside, and there was... two blokes behind me who I looked at. I snuck a look because they half sprayed beer on us, and they looked like the two guys out of Revenge of the Nerds. The fat, sort of black, springy hair, but only in their 20s.
Hang on. What was his name? Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
And there was a guy playing for Messi's team called Falcone, and every time he got the ball, this guy would scream in our ears, fuck you, Falcone! And he said to the other guy, I'm going to say that every time he gets the ball. And he got it about 100 times, and Paddy just kept looking at me going, he really doesn't like Falcone, does he?
Do they do that thing where they separate the fans? Or
No, it's Canadian.
It's Canadian.
And American soccer. There's not the tribal...
Or the British ones.
Half the team were... Like, most of the supporters there of either team were cheering Messi.
Well, we were there in England when the Lions won. The girls won, the women won the European final against Spain. That was exciting. They were all excited in England.
The sport was good. We actually went and saw the Canadian women play soccer against Colombia or someone.
Oh, yeah.
In a friendly, which wasn't that friendly.
Who won
they were
that?
Getting stuck in. Canada by a couple of goals because
that's good.
my mother in
Colombia would be good.
My mother-in-law lives in a condo, in a series of condos, and her neighbour's daughter is a veteran Canadian soccer player.
Wow.
So she got us tickets into the friends and family area.
Clang, enough of your name dropping, Des.
I know. Just picked that up.
Canadian soccer star.
I know. Well.
No, that's
I'm struggling to remember her name now. So
no, that's all right.
Anyway, Dave.
Yeah, we didn't go to any sport. We went to. Oh, you know who I went and saw? By myself, I went and saw Haircut 100.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember Haircut 100?
Yeah. What was
Love
their
Plus
song?
One. Love Plus One. Favourite shirts. Yeah. Fantastic day.
They were around sort of Bronski beat time.
Yeah. They had one album in 1982, which was the biggest album in the UK in that year, and then they broke up.
You know a big...
Because they were 19 and 20, these guys.
You know a big article I did read while I was overseas, just sitting around? Kevin Rowland.
Oh, I love Taxi Midnight Runners.
Have you read all about his life? Oh, my God.
I'd love to see Taxi Midnight Runners.
You get his biography.
Yeah.
He just was an arsehole.
Oh,
he admits that he had an awful
Jackie
upbringing.
Wilson said.
He just basically detonated everything, all the success. He blew it up.
They were touring again for a while.
Yeah, no, I think he's made a comeback.
Oh, they had some great songs.
Mm.
Gino, Bop, Gino.
He was very... Oh, that's right. They had to buy out their original album deal or... Anyway, he was, needless to say, he was very good at pulling the pin on a grenade and throwing it into his career path.
I remember Elvis Costello was married to one of Dixie Midnight Runners.
Was he?
Yeah, in one of his many,
I love that clip of his old man singing... Because his old man was a show band singer for like the BBC.
Elvis Costello?
Yeah, Elvis Costello's dad.
Real name, Declan McManus.
Yeah, well, his dad's got the big Coke bottle glasses and
really?
And the tuxedo.
Well, really? So his dad was I didn't know his dad was a singer.
And very highly, like a big band singer on TV a lot.
There's a great clip that I sent to my brother. My brother was still is a huge Elvis Costello fan, and in 1981, we went and saw Elvis Costello at the Palais in St Kilda. He had an extra ticket, and he belligerently gave it to me and my brother to share.
So you had to do a half each?
Well, we're twins, so we did a quick shifty at the door and got in. It was the Imperial Bedroom Tour, which is still a great album. But there's a great clip on Facebook of John C. Reilly. You know John C. Reilly?
Yeah.
Funny. He loves Elvis Costello, and he said that the first album, Too Low for Zero, is just the best. He said when he was a uni student, him and his mate learnt the whole album and would go around and play it at parties for fun. And he said Elvis Costello wrote that album when he was still working in an office job. And he said if you listen to it, you can hear the anxiety, and that Welcome to the Working Week is about working in an office, which is, that song, Welcome to the... I think that opens the album, Welcome to the Working Week. And he also said that the players on that album, I don't know if this is true, it was Huey Lewis's band. It was the News. Wow. The News played on it. Apparently.
Well, he's a bit sad at the moment. He's got some sort of deafness or
Who? John C. Reilly?
No,
Elvis.
Huey Lewis.
Oh, Huey Lewis.
But
it's hip to be deaf, Des.
He's quite musical himself, John C. Reilly.
Oh, he doesn't act. He tours and doesn't act.
Yeah, well, he and Will Ferrell both sing.
That Step Brothers. Have you seen Step Brothers?
Yeah, I've got to watch it again.
Mate, that is a funny movie.
You
know what I watched on the plane? Happy Gilmore.
Well, Paddy watched it, and now he really wants to watch Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah, I want to watch that. I don't know if I'd ever seen Happy Gilmore. I'd just forgotten it.
What are those messages you get? Celebrities do messages for you?
Yeah, whatever they're called. There's a few names for it.
Well, I've
been asked to do that.
The local Masters footy team had their celebration, and they got Shooter McGavin to do one. Jeez, I thought he charged like $150 or $200 or whatever it was.
Oh, mate, they make good money.
It's not a bad...
Shooter McGavin, he's funny in the movie. Yeah. Adam Sandler's so young in that movie.
And Adam Sandler, I watched a bit of Grown Ups, and none of the acting is ever good, but he seems to make movies with such heart that you put aside...
Well, he plays himself.
You put aside that it's all...
Have you ever seen Uncut Gems?
Yes, no, that's actually a
he's
change.
Amazing.
I know, he's very good in that.
Uncut Gems. He's amazing.
But the ones with Spade and all of them,
I know.
They're
funny guys.
They're funny guys. So it's like a sketch. You don't care that the acting's not great.
I remember going to the movies in the 90s, the 80s to see one where he looks after a kid. It was terrible. Like, he gets a kid in the bath, and he goes, I don't know, don't take your pants off. I don't know what the rules are about this. And you're like, this is like the worst movie ever seen.
Well, the other one was on the other day where he's got to go through all the school levels. So he can take over. What's that one?
I know.
Anyway, some of that I was just...
He's had some bad ones, but he's had some good ones.
Yeah. Oh, no, but he puts all the same guys in them.
He's very loyal.
Yeah.
He's very loyal, Des. Very loyal. You know, his kids go to the same school as Conan O'Brien's. And they always ask him for fundraising ideas, and he always goes, you know, Conan would be good at that. Get Conan to host that. He's like, thanks for that.
How annoying would that be?
Thanks for that, Adam. All right, well, let's ask the questions, Des. What went well tonight at the gig, Des?
I think comedy was the big winner, Dave. I think I've said that every time we do.
What didn't go well?
Well, the drive there, we could really lift our game in that department. I didn't think there was anything. I can't fault the actual gig. Like, the sound was good, crowd were great.
Well, that's the next question. Any organisational hazards?
No. Other than
apart from the drive there.
Other than
my navigation and your navigation,
and me being not able to get Apple Play to work. Yeah. I think we may have been doing the podcast when we shot went over the long. We went past our turn off.
How can we do better next time, you reckon?
Fox. Just Fox.
Fox on the Run, mate.
That's a great song. I don't think Dave, do we have to have something better we can do other than get there in a bit better time?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, it's just bad traffic leaving Melbourne to get to Ballarat.
Yeah, you had a bit of a hard time.
I had a bit of an issue.
No, I think it was good, Dave. I think it was good.
No, it was
good. Let's put this one down as pretty well. Nothing's perfect, but a good country gig. Yeah.
One of the greats.
We'll talk about it in years to come.
Country gig.
Well, she runs sort of a nursing.
She runs a
health facility. Yeah. I thought it was. Well, I might go out there in 10 years' time and just set myself up.
Get your out on that.
Where's Des gone? He's in Lake Bolac. He really wanted to get back there.
Just loved it.
He's singing songs with with Malcolm's boyfriend.
Malcolm. Tell you what, though, the food was really good.
Yeah, well,
I'd go there for the food. It was actually really good.
Drive 3 hours out of Melbourne for
Well, if I'm in the area.
No, it's a good point.
If I'm getting Colac, when are you Colac?
I've been offered a polo gig, Dave, that I can't do. Would you want to do emceeing the polo in Bundaberg?
Oh, Jesus. I don't know anything about polo.
No, that's why he got me to do it the first time.
That's
and
like
it was actually
that
quite
great old
fun.
joke. That great old joke. When we did that joke-telling festival in Queensland that took me 2 years to get paid for, Marty Fields, who's the king of old jokes, he said, I've never heard that joke. So there's a guy at the TAB, right, and his mate walks in, he goes, how's it going? He goes, I've had a shit day. Shit day. Lost $200 on the AFL, yeah? Lost $300 on the soccer. Lost $400 on the trots. I lost $500 on the thoroughbreds and $30 on the greyhounds. And I've got nothing left to bet on. The guy goes, well, there's a soccer game on in 10 minutes. You can bet on that. He goes, soccer? What the fuck do I know about soccer? That's not a bad joke, is it? Because he obviously doesn't know anything about anything. I was explain it. What the fuck do I know about soccer?
Anyway, you don't have to know anything about polo because they pair you with a guy who knows.
I'll do it.
You just crack.
I'll do it.
We'll talk more about it. Financially, it mightn't add up for you.
Because you've already done it, haven't you?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
I love anything where you can just hang shit on people and talk to people.
No. It was really they're a lovely crew and it was fun and they do a sprint for everyone, all the drunk ladies and all the drunk men at half time.
How long is it?
It's a pretty long day. But
fuck.
We'll talk more. We'll talk more
after this podcast. Yeah. But cut to Dave doing the gig
in Bundaberg with 100% humidity.
Looking at his European debt. And going, well, I'm off to Bundaberg, kids, because you had lunch in France.
Yes.
You went to Sweden. You ever been to Sweden?
No.
That's a good
Well,
drive.
I've been to Canada 5 times now because...
No, you got to stop the Canada trips.
That's it. No more.
That's why I married a woman from Geelong, Des.
Oh, just
How many times have I been to Geelong? I love Geelong, but...
It's not hard to get back from.
The Mighty Cats. Now, did you watch footy? I watched footy when I was overseas. That was good.
I still laugh that you converted to football during COVID.
Mate, don't talk about Carlton. Don't talk about it. Yeah, I did convert to... It's been that and swimming at the beach I converted to, Des.
Oh, yeah.
And sex in public toilets. That's another thing.
On your own, though. That was the sad
With
part.
any willing partners.
Skipton. We're in Skipton.
Yeah, in Skipton. Stop at the public toilet.
Any
I've
comedians
got to
from
get out.
Skipton?
No, don't know anyone from Skipton. No, I don't know anyone from Skipton.
All right. It's going to be a very long podcast. This one. Do you
doesn't
cut
matter.
it down a bit?
No, don't
There's
edit
some
it at
shit in
all.
there.
No, it's good stuff. Don't worry about that. It's for free, Des. It's for free.
I've
Anyway,
been-
catch Des if you get the chance. And if you need a comedian, go to funnyguys.com.au, which
yes,
is Des will pick up the phone.
My
Have
daughter's
you been
daughter. I've offered my daughter $50 a month to put social media posts on for me after gigs. So
I took a photo of you.
Oh, good. Well,
I'll
we'll
send
put
it
it
to you.
on and maybe she can promote.
And
this.
as you say, don't go to furryguys.com.au. That's a totally different world.
No, funnygays.com.au.
Guys,
I don't care.
yeah,
You
go,
can
yeah.
go
So,
there.
follow Des on there. Get into it.
All right.
All right, thanks, Des.
Righto.
Bye.
Thank you, Dave. Bye.